Higgins?
Yeah.
My name is Joe Friday. I'm with the police department here in Franklin. I'm looking into a situation that took place this morning here in the hotel. The victim had your phone number in the call log of his phone. Called you last night about 8 o'clock. I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes and you might be able to maybe shed some light on this situation.
Yeah.
Man?
Yeah. Okay. So, what's this about?
Look like you're packing up there, Mr. Higgins. You going somewhere?
Look. Okay. I panicked. All right. I was there. I saw it. I know I should have reported it. I know I should have told someone, but you got to understand, it's so unsettling when you see a dead body and you see all that blood. I don't know. I freaked out. The next thing I knew, I was in my room, and I realized I shouldn't have left. But the more time went by, the more trouble I was in, and I didn't know what to do. I just freaked out. I mean, you've got to understand. People panic, right? That's not. You can understand that, right? But I would have come forward in time. I know I would have. You got to believe me. I swear to God, I didn't do it. I didn't have anything to do with it. I'm sorry. It just got out of hand.
Just slow down for a minute. Take a few deep breaths. Deep breath, in, out. Better?
Yeah.
Calmer? Okay. Look, you're not under arrest here. You don't even have to talk to me if you don't want to, but if you really do want to cooperate, like you said, why don't you tell me what it is that you should have reported?
I found him. I found the body.
Who?
Bill Wilson.
Okay.
In the prop room. I found him. He was dead.
Oh.
All that blood.
Okay. I'm going to show you a driver's license photo. Could you take a look at that and tell me if that's the same person we're talking about?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And how do you know who he is?
I met him yesterday.
How do you know his name, though?
Well, he introduced himself to me. He came up to my booth and said he wanted to have me look at a coin. He wanted to sell a very rare coin.
Okay. And you're sure that's the name he gave you, Bill Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
You sure he couldn't have said his name was Reed?
No, it's Bill Wilson.
Let's back up a minute. I need to start taking some notes here. Can you tell me your full name and what it is that you do for a living?
Yes, I'm Gerald Ashcroft Higgins III. I own a car dealership in Mobile, Alabama. Actually, my family owns it. I don't really have much to do with the day-to-day running of it. I just sort of show up for board meetings and things like that. I'm a numismatist, coin collector. That's my avocation.
Okay. Now let's start from when you met this Wilson guy.
Well, I was at my booth late in the afternoon yesterday, and Wilson approached me and said he had a very rare coin that he wanted me to examine. But he was very secretive about it. Like, he wouldn't really say much about what it was. So, he said he wanted me to meet him in the prop room. It's like a storage room. Mm-hmm. And when I got there, he had a table set up, and he pulled out a Confederate seated Liberty $50, and that's a very rare coin. And I don't know. First I thought it was a fake, maybe a duplicate or a restrike or something. But I had my tools. I weighed it. I measured it. I checked the patina. It was genuine. It was the real thing. I'd stake my life on it.
So this is a valuable coin?
Oh yeah. Yeah, indeed. This is a very rare coin, and I knew that if I was the one to find the fifth Confederate seated half Liberty, then that would really put me on the map in the numismatic community. So I was ready to make the deal, but he was really secretive about it. He was nervous. He wanted to make sure that it was cash and it was immediately.
Mm-hmm. Why the secrecy and why cash? Wouldn't it make more sense to auction off a coin like that?
Well, he explained that too. He said that he found the coin inside of a wall years ago when he was doing construction, and he was just worried that if the story got out of how he found it, that maybe the owners of the house would somehow find out and make a claim to the coin. and so he didn't want to auction it. And he also, I think he wanted cash because he says his wife, his ex-wife, could smell money. So I think he just wanted to get it on the
So
account.
you're thinking he had this coin when they were married?
Yeah, they probably had it back when they were married. He just didn't realize how valuable it was until now.
Did it ever occur to you that this coin might be stolen?
No, that's not really possible with this type of coin because they're very well documented. And if one was to go missing, it would be huge news. Everyone would know about it.
Okay. Is there, I mean, are you kind of the subject matter expert on this Confederate seated Liberty coin?
No, I mean, I'm no expert. You'd have to talk to Dr. Wexler. He's the, he's the main guy who knows about this type of stuff. He knows more about it than anyone I know.
Okay. Is there any way I could get in touch with him?
Oh, he's here at the conference.
Okay. All right. Now, getting back to this this coin, did you guys settle on a price?
Yeah, I told him I could have $70,000 in cash in the morning when he agreed. I mean, I could have gotten more, but he didn't want to wait. I guess he was in a hurry. He definitely didn't trust me. He said that he didn't know me. He didn't trust strangers, and so he came up with this this plan. He was worried that he said that he couldn't walk out of into the parking lot with a bag of money and make it alive. So he was like, yeah, and so he came up with this plan I'm supposed to meet him at 9:30 in the morning in the prop room and give him the money, and then when he is safely away, he was going to call me and tell me the location of the coin, and I mean, I agreed.
Okay.
Well, then he was like, had second thoughts about it. And then he was like, well, I'll call you, and if I change my mind, I'll call you, and we'll set up the deal. And he did change his mind, so he called me, and we set up the deal, and it was supposed to be a go this morning, and that's why I was in there.
Okay, so 70,000 in cash. You're kind of a trusting soul there, aren't you?
Well, look, you got to understand, to me, $70,000 isn't that much money, really, But the chance to have this coin, I mean, this is the holy grail of coins, and I know what it sounds like, but I had to take the chance. It was worth it to me.
So, tell me what happened this morning.
Well, I walked in like we arranged, and he was dead. Just on the ground.
Okay.
So,
I guess he was right to be cautious then.
Yeah.
So at that point, like you said, you panicked. You left the
yeah,
prop room.
Yeah, you know the rest. I kind of saw him. I panicked, and here we are.
Did you see anybody as you came up the hallway there?
No.
Now, when you went in the room, when you entered the prop room, were the lights on?
Yeah.
Okay. How far did you go into the room? Did you go right up to him?
I didn't go right up to him. I kind of went in, I sort of stepped around the blood, and I saw him. But I could tell he was dead. His throat was cut.
So you didn't touch him?
No.
Okay, so did you walk straight in or straight out, or did you walk around a little bit?
I think I just walked straight in and straight out.
Touch anything, move anything inside?
No, I was only in there for a few seconds.
Did you maybe leave anything inside?
No, well, I can't find my case. I had a black case. It had a loop on it. It had a micrometer in it and a scale. I may have dropped it in the room or out in the hall.
Okay. So let me ask you an important question. When you left the room, did you take anything with you?
No.
You're sure?
Yes, look, I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a thief, all right? You can check my room and you give me a lie detector test. I didn't take the coin. I didn't take anything.
Okay. Do you have a knife here at the hotel?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Higgins. If everything you told me checks out, and you probably won't be charged with anything, but we may need to talk to you again. You will be here in the hotel for a few days, won't you?
Yes, sure, by all means. Just anything you need.
All right. Thank you.